Good morning. My name is Senior Police Officer Bino Cadenas. That's B-I-N-O. Last name C-A-D-E-N-A-S. Today we're going to be talking about the traffic fatality that happened this morning at approximately 5:29. Case number is 18-208-0287. So at approximately 5:29 this morning, 911 received multiple callers advising that a subject, a pedestrian, had been hit at the 500 block of I-35 southbound. We received a caller who advised that he believed he had struck the pedestrian as well. He was also driving a semi-truck. When officers arrived on scene, they did in fact find a subject on the roadway who was pronounced deceased at approximately 5:44 this morning. The victim of this incident had no ID on his person, so it's going to take a few days for a medical examiner to try to determine who he is. He is described as a white male, mid-20s. If you happen to have any information, you can contact our vehicular homicide detectives at 512-974-4424. What we know this as of right now, the preliminary investigation is that vehicles were traveling southbound and that this pedestrian was trying to cross the roadway. We had multiple callers again, and some advised that they also believed that they had struck the pedestrian that was along the roadway. We'd just like to remind the public to not utilize the highway to try to cross from east to west of 35, and that this is the 37th crash involving a fatality, this person being a 38th fatality victim within the city of Austin this year. I'll open up to any questions if you guys have any questions or concerns about today's incident.
How many others thought that they hit him?
That's still being investigated. What we do know is two people called in advising, one being the semi-truck driver and then another being another vehicle, thinking that they may have also ran over the subject.
So he was lying in the road at one point, or was he walking when they thought that they had hit him?
The pedestrian was trying to cross 35. The semi-truck called in advising he had hit a person, and then another caller, assuming was behind the semi-truck, said he also thought he had hit a person on the roadway.
So this is not a hit and run case?
Absolutely not. No. Both complainants pulled over and gave their statement. We're asking the public, if you happen to know of a person or are missing somebody and that fits in this age range, approximately 25-year-old white male, to please contact 911. And if you have any information, if you saw something, heard something, contact our detective, vehicular homicide, Detective Cortez, at 512-974-4424.
They do believe that he was trying to cross the road, not that he ran out in front of them on purpose or anything like that.
It's unknown. It's unknown. Yeah, he had no ID on him, so there's no way for us to identify who it was.
Is the driver facing any charges at this time?
No, ma'am.
And then this is the third fatal crash from this week. Is that a lot?
We range between 60 to 70 traffic fatalities throughout the year, so I mean, we're on pace to hit that. It's just, again, we like to remind the public to please utilize the intersections if you're going to cross. There was a intersection, I believe, a few blocks north of where this happened, so he could have easily have avoided the incident.
Do we know, was this a homeless person? Do we know
We
that?
don't know that.
No.
And it did happen right at 6th and I-35?
It happened around the 500 block, yes ma'am.
I'll take one more question. Thank you.
Good job.